Good evening, Youth in Government, and welcome to this year's final episode of Why Witness News. I'm Rachel Overstreet.
And I'm Russell Hash.
And thank you for joining us.
As this MLC comes to an end, we wanted to hear some from delegates to see if they have any useful advice for future participants.
Our reporter Angela caught up with a few delegates to hear what they had to say.
As Sacramento comes to an end, future delegates are thinking of the program area they'll be joining for next Sacramento. We asked delegates about their program area and advice they'd give to their fellow delegates.
You guys are in Blue Senate. Do you guys have any advice for future delegates?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Talk as much as you can because you'll really enjoy it and you'll probably regret it if you don't. It's great to have your opinions said.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that everyone wants to get involved because you want to speak on what you feel passionately about because you don't want to go home, your parents say, hey, what did you do in youth and government? And you said, oh, well, I sat in the desk in the Senate and that was about it. I didn't really speak on anything. I mean, if you're going to put in the time and effort and the money to even be in this program, I honestly think you should get the most out of it.
What advice do you guys have for future delegates joining trial court?
Go against the crowd. Do what everyone else isn't doing. If everyone's doing defense, be prosecution.
I would just say to do all the work then in the time you have allotted. So when you're in your hotel room the night before, you're not cramming to get everything done. I don't know what to do with my hands, but yeah, just get it all done when you can.
I would advise you to be a lobbyist because it's really fun and you get to speak a lot and you meet a lot of people when you walk around getting people to sign your initiatives.
So why are you in broadcast media?
For cuties like you.
You're so stylish today. Why are you so styling?
When I was 7, I fell from a style tree.
Would you advise other delegates to join broadcast media?
Only if they're as cute as you.
These helpful tips give insight for our conferences to come. From the core program to broadcast media, your next program area will be up to you to decide.
Thank you, Angela. It seems our most popular segment, Sitting with Sanchez, has gained quite a few delegates' attention.
Today's guest asked specifically to be interviewed by Aaron Sanchez in today's Sitting with Sanchez.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sanchez here with Sitting with Sanchez, and this is Ryan Mormon.
Hi, Ryan Mormon. Hi, Sanchez. How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. And you?
Very good, very good.
So we just wanted to learn a few things about you today, Ryan. Like, what is one thing you just can't stand in YNG?
I've seen a lot in this program. One of the things I can't stand, it's nothing against anybody who really does this. It's just the funniest thing to me. When people are running for office and they say that, they want to be your next whatever. So when they enunciate it some really weird way, they say, I want to be your 65th. It's just people just do that, and that's been going on since I've seen it forever. And it's just something, I don't know why, it just bugs me.
Speaking of elections, you say you've never won an election you've run for.
That's true.
Yeah. And how does that make you feel, or would you want to say anything to anybody else who runs?
I do want to say, there's a lot of things you can get out of losing an election. And I've really learned so much in just this past year, especially after last year's governor election. And I really want to say there's just a whole new window of opportunities that are open for people. And I would really encourage people to keep on moving, even if they do lose an election. That would be the majority of people. There's always ways to improve yourself. There's always places to progress.
I have trouble running as well. So, of these new candidates, do you think you'd ever want to go on a date with one?
With which candidates?
Of the governor candidates.
Well, that's kind of funny. As beautiful as they all are, and I love them all dearly, I'm in the political party, the Yin Yang political party, and I've actually, we've gone out on a handful of different fun things. We've gone and got boba a whole bunch of times, Avery House and I. So that's kind of fun.
And a lot of YNG wants to know, what is your daily hair routine?
Well, here in Sacramento, I'm staying in the Hyatt, and in my opinion, I've stayed in the Sheraton before. The Hyatt has better shampoo, but, still, I have to bring my own Pantene. So I have my own mixture, my custom mixture of both shampoo and conditioner in one bottle because, can't really carry those big things, but, I have to, extra conditioner. Just let it dry out.
And I see you're wearing a tie today. You usually wear bow ties. What's up with that?
Well, you know, you got to switch it off every so often. I really like this tie. It's pretty fun. I got it for $10 somewhere. You know, it's always, I don't always usually wear bow ties. I have a couple of them, and I really do like them. They're really fun and quirky. But, you know, sometimes you just got to, it's one of those days where you feel you need to wear a tie.
Do you party?
Party hard. No, not really. I live in an area where there's like a lot of crazy partying and stuff like that, and you know, that's just I don't see any fun in that really. So I like to go to strange and unique places instead, because I live in a great area. There's a lot of different resources available to me, and instead of going and partying, I drive 60 miles instead to the other side of Los Angeles to do something strange that I've never done before. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite pickup line? I'll share with you mine. It's, "Do you want to roll with me?"
That's pretty funny. You know, wow. You know, hello, gorgeous. I mean, beautiful. I mean, you just like keep on going and you're seeing what you can do. It's ridiculous. I don't know.
It's been great interviewing you.
Wow. Mr. Sanchez, you are no longer sitting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sanchez. Have you ever seen those unused piles of paper lying around Sacramento?
Well, today, our reporters decided to test out 101 ways to use the Daily Voice.
Do you have an excess of newspapers stacked up in your room for people shoving them in your face as you walk to session?
Have you ever wondered what you could possibly do with these newspapers?
Well, we found the solution for you.
In fact, we found 101 solutions for you.
We sure did. For blowing your nose.
To make paper airplanes.
As a pillow.
Spencer Lane, Tri-Valley Wine.
To text in session.
The proposal's pretty simple.
I can use it to dry my hands. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that wasn't 101 ways, but I'm sure you could think of some more.
Well, thank God the newspaper is helpful for something.
I'm Lexi DeSica from Conejo Valley Y.
And I'm Angela Slifkin from South Pasadena, San Marino.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh.
Thank you, Lexi and Angelise. Now we leave youth and government and enter the world of sports.
The latest sports sensation to sweep the nation is one Jeremy Lin. The 6'3" point guard for the New York Knicks will be playing in the Rising Star basketball game on February 24th. Now, it seems like Linsanity has taken over the country. Jeremy Lin in part owes his success to his teammate Carmelo Anthony. During an interview earlier this week, he explained how Carmelo Anthony requested to the coach, Mike D'Antoni, to get Lin more playing time. D'Antoni agreed and was pleasantly surprised with Lin's performance. Jeremy Lin has been putting up big numbers for himself and for the New York Knicks. Now, no matter how you say it, whether it be Lin Mania, Linspirational, or a Linderella story, Jeremy Lin is the man to watch.
The NFL draft begins on April 26th, and the professionals at ESPN have created a mock draft to give us a taste of what's to come. The top 3 players include Stanford's Andrew Luck at number 1, USC's Matt Khalil at number 2, and Baylor's Robert Griffin III at number 3. Andrew Luck is the quarterback for Stanford and will almost certainly be the first choice. He was the runner-up for the Heisman Trophy behind Robert Griffin III. Projected to be second in the upcoming draft is Matt Khalil, USC's offensive tackle. The lineman was the leader of USC's offensive line. He was one of the contributors to quarterback Matt Barkley's success. The last member of the list is Robert Griffin III, or RG3. RG3 is the quarterback from Baylor who led the Bears to a victory over the Huskies in the Alamo Bowl. The Heisman Trophy winner looks to be picked up third. These 3 players are at the top of the draft and are sure to be showstoppers in the upcoming NFL season.
Well, that's all we have for today.
Be sure to follow us at YNGTV and like us on Facebook. And for the last time, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Russell. And
thank you for joining us this weekend.